Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Basically, that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday, everybody. Excuse me. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How you guys doing? I did not mean to put this lipstick on. I got this brown. I meant to put this brown on. I might need to change my lipstick. Let me find the color I wanted to put on. Maybe I put this color on. I didn't mean to put this color on. Hold on. Quick color change. Well, good morning. It's not morning time, Lord. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. My summer break is over. We are back on our regularly scheduled programming, so there will be no more random lives in the middle of the day, lunchtime lives, unless I'm on my lunch break at work and decide to go live, child. But this is just going to be our regularly scheduled programming, okay? Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. What was I doing? I was trying to do something. Oh, I know what I was doing. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see. All right. Okay, my bad, y'all. Let me get into it. Let me say hi to the people, and then we're going to get started. Sorry, something popped up just as soon as we went live. Thank you, T. Thank you. Y'all love my intro. It never gets old. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. What's up, CC, DeMarcus, Rock Chick, The Informed, New Jones, Rochelle? What's going on? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, boo? Rochelle, you're asking a good question. I'll answer the question before I'm done. Lovely Lola, Gossip in the Garden, Brandon Ford, Journey with Say. Hey, Journey with Say. That's a new name. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Mia J, Cross Country Cruiser? What's up, T? Hey, Ebs. What's up, boo? We need to talk. We need to talk. I need to talk to you about some things with this birthday situation. Okay. Corey Vintage, Sweet Pea, what's going on? Hey, Miss Jocelyn, Tiffany Blue, what's going on? Chanel Unfiltered. Sweet Pea, let me tell you something. So today, I really don't like this color. For whatever reason, I'm not feeling that color right now. We're going to change this color out. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. I need to get some lip liner. I'm out of lip liner. I need some new lip liner. Sweet Pea, last night when I was live, you kept asking me, really B, you hit your inhaler, you hit your inhaler, you hit your inhaler. And y'all, somebody else in the chat said it as well. And I know Sweet Pea is a nurse, and I think the other person who spoke on it was also a nurse. And y'all were explaining to me what was going on with my cough, right? Let me finish saying hi to the people. Remind me, just remind me. Y'all remind me. Let me finish saying hi to the people so we can get started. The summer went by so fast. What's up, Chuck? Party Capricorn. Hey, boo. I ain't seen you in a while either. Where you been? Hey, Italia. Calling me. Montrez. Little Miss Introvert. Hey, boo. Powerful. What's up, my love? Carter Lisa. Hey, hey, hey. Italia. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, but I know you've been a member longer. It's just in and out, in and out. Kings Maya, you know where you been? Hey, girl. It's King's Mina, not Maya. You know I know your name. What's up, Felicia? You can never go wrong with a nude lip. Shut up. You know I don't like no nude lips. You know I need some color, color, color. What's up, Nap Queen? Going on. Naisha. What's up, nephew? Hey, how you doing, boo? And Karay. I think I got everybody. If I miss you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Because you know I got sidetracked. But what I was gonna say was, hey, Sassy Francis, what's up, boo? What I was gonna say was, I was at work today and I started coughing again. And my coworker, I'm assuming she had some sort of training, or maybe she's just familiar. She said the same thing. She was like, "Where's your inhaler?" And I was like, "I just hit my inhaler, baby." When I tell y'all I cough, I went to the doctor today. I did go to the doctor, and I actually meant to take my medicine before I went live. I went to the doctor today, and she gave me some stuff for my cough. Baby, when I tell y'all at work today, I coughed so bad at work today. If y'all got a weak stomach, close your ears for 2 seconds. I coughed so bad today, I threw up. That's how bad I coughed at work today. It was, I was like, I ain't never coughed like that. Like I could not stop coughing. And it was like y'all said, it was that dry cough. I could not stop coughing. And so yeah, well, I was planning to go to the doctor, like, because yesterday morning, I was on a Zoom call yesterday morning and I could not stop coughing. So what y'all saw, I have been doing that all day. So I had already decided I was going to call my doctor today. I'm just glad they were able to get me in, because at first she was like, you know, first her office person was like, she don't have anything. Like she is booked. And I was like, listen, just see, can you please just, you know, can you see if you can get me in? And so that's when she was like, well, can you come at 2? I was like, I'll be there 2. Maybe I was there at 1:45. Okay. You know, but I went. So shout out to all my people in the chat that, you know, my medical people in the chat that was like, ma'am. So yes, I'll start my medicine today. She gave me another inhaler, and then she gave me two medicines. I'm looking for my lip gloss, which I know I don't like no matte lip. Oh shit. And it's dried a little matted. But anyway, so we are here. I had some honey. The honey actually did well. It's not locally made honey, but I had some honey. And I did that 2 or 3 times yesterday, and it did help coat my my throat. And I forgot, I meant to take some to work today. Like I literally, before I went to bed last night, was like, put some of that honey, because I have them in the individual packets. Put some of that honey in your bag. And I sat there and was like, I'm forgetting something. I had my vitamins, I had my cough drops, I had my inhaler. Like I was like, I got everything in my bag. And I was literally on my way to work and was like, honey, you forgot the honey. But it did help. It did help. So anyway, y'all, I need a little bit of lip gloss, child. I can't do a dry lip. What's up, Tawana? Hey, boo. All right, so girl, take care of yourself. Some BS is out Here will take you out. Child, listen, I gotta do what I gotta do. Not I expel the demon. Local has the pollen in your area and is a natural anti-inflammatory. I need to go to like some farmers markets to get some local. I got the honey from Trader Joe's, but I need to go to some farmers markets or something to get some local honey. But that makes sense what you're saying. That makes sense what you're saying. Okay, y'all. Let's get into some things. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. Y'all know Monday is the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We will be over on Yakrati's channel. So in case I forget to say it later, I'm saying it now. We do have some announcements to make. We'll get to those a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. First of all, before we get too deep into it, Chuck is in charge of, I'm glad he's here because Chuck is in charge of the countdown. So I'm going to try to do better. I'm trying to do a better job of giving y'all a daily update of where we are so we can, keep it in mind. Right now, we need 478 more subscribers to meet our goal of 20,000 subscribers for 2026. We need 478 subscribers. So if y'all, if you have some friends that you can refer me to, if you have some burner accounts, some other emails, some also known as, go ahead and subscribe, but I would rather them be real people. Like I know I joke about, get on your burner, but I'd rather be real people. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be real people. So if y'all could please forward it out to anybody, friends, family, recommend me. Okay. We're trying to grow the channel. You grow our community. Okay. All right. So there's that. So Chuck, you are in charge. Moving forward, you are in charge. Okay. Okay. Ooh, do y'all hear that thunder? Ooh, it's about to storm around these parts. Did y'all hear that thunder? All right. I keep forgetting to upload the updated checklist, but just so y'all know that, just keep y'all up to date. The due dates for August the 30th, the VIP package for if you are coming to Books and Bourbon, your VIP package payment of $150 is due by August the 30th. If you plan to stay, if you plan to attend Abby's birthday party, I need your money by August the 30th. I do apologize for making both due dates on the same day. If you are planning to come to both events and you need some flexibility on those due dates, just call me, please, so we can talk about it and work it out. Remember, if you are staying at the actual Airbnb, it is $400. If you are just coming through for Abby's birthday party on Saturday, it is $75. That covers food, drinks, snacks, and all of the things that we are trying to do for Abby for her birthday. That is October. Books and Bourbon is the weekend of October the 23rd. Abby's birthday is that first weekend in November. So there is that. Okay. If you would like to be a part of our football league, that date is incorrect. That date is incorrect. My apologies. It is September the 8th because football season starts September the 9th. So you need to be registered and in the group by September the 8th, not 28th. And I did fix this, but I keep forgetting to upload the updated list. Then November the 28th, for all of those that are planning on going on the cruise, your final payment is due by October the 28th. I have no flexibility in that. That is through Royal Caribbean. So my suggestion is that if you are, if your money's funny, and I'm not saying that to be funny, I'm really being serious. If your money's funny and you need to work some things out, you need to talk to I don't know, because I can't do anything about that. That is the final due date for the cruise for October the 28th. But okay. Anyway, moving right along. Something I was gonna say. And we have 13 more slots available. 13 more slots available for the football league. I only have 13 more slots. So if you want to be a part of the football league, the link is on my community wall. I put the link on my community wall the other day. I tried to put it in the chat, but it's not working today. So I don't know. Tracy, if she drops in, Tracy will be able to get it because she got all that stuff in the Discord. Okay. Well, all right. There go Tracy right there. She gonna drop everything and all the things that you need, links and all that stuff. All right. Let's move right along. Let's get into some things. We'll get into a different world and Hayden in a few minutes, but let's get some other things out of the way. A story that I've been meaning to bring y'all for the last couple of lives. For those of you remember, y'all remember the show, Young, Famous, and African. Young, Famous, and African. Y'all know with Annie and Tubaba. Y'all remember that story? For those of you who watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. For those of you who do not, they are a couple that were on the show, Young, Famous, and African, which is a reality show, but it's based off of like Black millionaires on the continent of Africa. Annie is like a big actress. They don't call it Bollywood. Bollywood obviously is for like India. But what do they call it, y'all? I know little baby will know. The term they use for the basically Africans Hollywood. She is like a blockbuster star over there. And her husband is like a big recording artist. Bollywood, it's not called Bollywood because Bollywood is Indian, but it's called something different for Nollywood. That's it. Thank you, DB. It's called Nollywood. But they're like a power couple over on the continent of Africa, but they had a really nasty separation and divorce. I mean, word on the curb is, you know, if you watch the show, they put all their business out there, child. He done cheated on her. He done had babies on her. And that last season on the show, something was off. I told y'all that I felt like maybe she was, you know what I'm saying? I thought maybe she was, you know, okay. But then last year sometime, maybe late 2020, maybe late 2024, early 2025, they were divorcing. It was real nasty. Come to find out, he was now with like an ambassador, a diplomat that over there in Africa. And I know Africa's a continent, not a country. I just don't remember what country it's with. I think it might be Nigeria, but don't hold me to that. But she's been looking so much better lately. Like they said that she went into some sort of, allegedly went to some sort of rehab situation. I'm not saying it was for drugs, but she had to get away. And she's been coming back. She's been looking so good. She's been looking so good. Her and Swanky Jerry have made up. Again, if you follow the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, now come to find out, Tubaba, her husband, that cheated on her and did all the things. Come to find out that allegedly him and his new wife, I don't know if they ever legally got married or if everybody just calls her his wife. Allegedly, baby, allegedly she crazy, and he's been trying to get away from her. I never started the polygamous Italia. I'm gonna be honest. I never started it. I downloaded it and I never watched it. I didn't get into it. But yeah, so allegedly he's trying to leave her and divorce her now, and she's like he had a concert at this club, and she showed up allegedly. She showed up at the club, and he ain't want to see her. He ain't want to talk to her, and allegedly he wants a divorce. And I mean, I just think that it couldn't happen to a better person. You know? I'm okay with that. All right. I don't know. Again, do you guys remember this woman she was on Cartel Crew and Love and Hip Hop, Betty Idol? You guys remember Betty Idol? Those of you that watch, I remember I used to love Cartel Crew. Although, baby, I used to review the Cartel Crew and I really enjoyed Cartel Crew. But baby, I was getting some racist comments under my videos with the Cartel Crew. I was getting some racist comments. I said, oh, not to Latino people feeling some kind of way about me reviewing the show. Ooh, I said, ooh. But anyway, it's not Billy's mama. But Billy Idol, I believe she was like a Haitian star or something like that. Well, honey, they done arrested her. Now, this is from last week, so she probably out on bail and everything else by now. But it says reality TV star Betty Idol, known for her Love and Hip Hop and Cartel Crew, has been arrested in Florida following an 11-month investigation into an alleged real estate fraud scheme. Now, let me tell you something. Miss Betty Idle, I say Love and Hip Hop. Miss Betty Idle. Hey, this article say that it was an 11-month investigation. I feel like if it took them 11 months to investigate and come and get you, that's all I got to say about that. According to investigators, a Volusia, am I saying that right? My Florida people, county couple allegedly wired nearly $198,000 for a vacant property in Orange City that had been fraudulently listed for sale. Authorities say that approximately $179,000 of the stolen funds were traced back to Betty through financial records, surveillance footage, flight records, and ATM activity. Ma'am. So y'all, you and whoever you in cahoots with, y'all listed a house for sale that wasn't really for sale, and these people wired you $179,000. I'm sorry, $198,000 for a house that was fraudulently listed for sale, and they were able to trace $179,000 of that money back to you. And it says through financial records, surveillance footage, flight records, and ATM activity. Ma'am, you're going to jail. Now, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So, I mean, far be it for me to say that the police might be, they may be unfair, they may be targeting you unfairly. I mean, it could be a lot of things. But from this right here, ma'am, this don't sound good. You need a good lawyer. Because if they say they have surveillance footage of you down to the ATM, ma'am, that means they have your face down to the ATM taking money out. Y'all, I mean, I know y'all know that there's a camera recording you every time you go to the ATM. And you wasn't even smart enough to like wear a mask or cover your face or wear disguise or anything. They got you on the surveillance, the surveillance camera. And then they say they have flight records. I understand that people can get on a flight and can lie about their identity, but it's really hard to lie about your identity on a flight. That means that you had to show ID to get on a plane. It's still, and y'all know when y'all check into y'all flight, they take a picture of your face. Y'all know, like, when you go through TSA, that's the first thing they do. You have to give TSA either your passport or your driver's license, your real ID. And they take a picture of your face. So again, and they said financial records. So do they have like wire transfers going into, you decline the picture? I didn't know you could decline the picture. I never knew you could do that, the informer. I did not know you could decline the picture. Look at y'all teaching me shit. I never thought about declining the picture. I never thought about that. I didn't know you could do it. I thought that was part of what you had to do. What's up, Miss Flames? The informed you, baby. You just taught me something. I did not know that was an option. Do you understand me? Because it never even occurred to me to decline it. Because my thing is, they already got my picture. I mean, they got you on camera walking all through the airport. So it never even occurred to me to decline it. I didn't know you could. I thought that was part of the security protocol that you had to go through. So there's no other, like, if you decline it, what happens? Like nothing happens? You tell the agent before they take your picture, they make it seem mandatory. Huh. Is today y'all's birthday? Hold on. It's Miss Flames and Pretty Gray Eyes. It's your birthday. It's both of y'all birthday today? Or you just saying y'all have the same birthday? Oh, you're saying, hey, birthday twin. Oh, okay. I was like, hold on now. Yana, I did not know that you could. Look at me. I did not know you could decline. Get the fuck out of here. Huh. But again, they got you on camera from the minute you walk in the airport to the minute you get on the plane. So, I mean, it's not even worth it for me. It ain't even worth it for me to be like, no, because, child, they got you on camera 500 different ways. But anyway, but I just didn't know you could do it, though. I did not know you could do it. Okay. Now, here's another story. I saw it on TikTok at first, but I didn't I really didn't follow up on it because I don't know if I got it in me. But y'all remember the group Color Me Bad? Y'all remember Color Me Bad? I Want to Sex You Up. And y'all remember like the only like black person in the group? I know there was other people of color in the group, but I think he was the only black person in the group. Well, allegedly his daughter then came down here and said they were part of a religious cult. And she said that she alleged him, aka her father, aka the guy from Color Me Bad, she alleges that he allowed her to be abused in a sexual manner. She said they were a part of a religious cult. She said that he used to beat her and her brothers with a Bible. She said she had scars on her chest from where he would like jam the Bible into her chest. She's also said that like he would have, like she said, for example, they would send pimp, like he made them send letters to men in jail, like people in jail. And she said one of the guys, when he got out of jail, he came to their house to like, you know, thank them for being so nice and kind. And she said that the father like invited them, this particular person, into the home and befriended him, and they became friends. And come to find out that guy ended up assaulting her. She also alleges that her father had like support groups, and he would like have Bible study with those support groups in their home, but come to find out that all of those men were pedophiles. And they were, I believe she said her and her sister, I think, were also violated. So I did not follow the story. I may fall down into that rabbit hole, but I don't know. So I'm gonna leave it at that, child. I'm gonna leave it at that. Can we talk about the troll that Remy Ma is? Let me say this. Y'all don't have to like Remy Ma. I'm okay with that. Y'all don't have to like Remy Ma. Y'all might even be like, Remy Ma, you know, whatever. Right? When it comes to the Remy Ma, Papoose, Clarissa Shields, you know, you either, you know, you're going to choose one side or the other. Most people either don't care at all or whatever. But most people are going to, I mean, not most people, some people don't care at all, but most people are going to choose left or choose right. Y'all know I like Remy, you know. But can I tell y'all how Remy Ma is trolling these people? So first of all, in my opinion, and other people may not agree, but in my opinion, Remy Ma really ain't been bothering these people. Even going all the way back to the beginning when Papusa was hooking up with Clarissa, Remy really wasn't saying nothing. Because at that point, I think Remy had her own little situation going on. So honestly, I really don't think she was bothering them. But Clarissa kept talking about Remy. And so Remy, she had a mad day, right? Remy said that she kept telling Papoose, tell your girlfriend, keep my name out her mouth. And then she said that she told a Papusa, the next time she speak my name, I'm gonna speak yours. The next time she come down here and tell a story about me, I'm gonna tell a story about you. And then she proceeded to tell us 2, 3, 4 stories about Papoose. And then Papusa went live, and I really feel like he shouldn't, because when he went live, he sort of confirmed, in my opinion, he pretty much confirmed everything she said. I don't think he knew he was confirming what she said, but he did. Like when she said that the man had a gambling problem to the point where he was pawning her shit, and she was just finding pawn slips like underneath the sole of his shoes and stuff like that. I told y'all then that was some crackhead moves. I told y'all then the fact that she knew to look under that man's sole of his shoes to find the damn pawn slip tell you right there that this is something that has happened in their relationship more than one time. That's like when you are married to a drug addict, and no matter how many times they say they're gonna get clean, you start knowing where to look for all the places that they hide shit. When you married to a alcoholic, you start looking at all the places where you know they hide shit. So the fact that she looked under the sole of his shoes to find pawn slips tell me that he done pawn shit in the past. So then he went live and he gonna say, yeah, you know, I like to gamble, but I'll never let it affect my family. Sir, if your wife is finding pawn slips under the sole of your tennis shoes, it has already affected your family. Right. In the toilet tank. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Cindy. You know what I'm talking about. So over the last couple of weeks, now Remy swooped down. She probably did about 3 lives, and we ain't heard from her since then. She really done went back into her own little world, doing her own little thing. Now, she did drop a diss record. She did. She dropped a diss record. But again, I mean, this been going on for 2 years. I feel like, you know, what's one diss record over 2 years of bullshit, you know? Hey, Kenneth, what's up, boo? So she dropped it. So last week, so Clarissa been going on her press run. She's supposed to be promoting this fight she had on Saturday night, but every time she do an interview, she allows the interviewee to rope her into a conversation about Remy and Papoose. Now, again, she not smart enough to dip and dodge the questions about Remy and Papoose, because all she has to say is, I'm here to promote my fight. I'm not here to talk about my personal life. Next question. But she don't do that because she cannot pass up an opportunity to brag about Remy, about Papoose. Even to the point where she went on Cam Newton's podcast last week, and she said everybody's mad because he leveled up. He didn't level down. Now, I'm going to be clear. I'm all for having a positive opinion of yourself. I think you should. I think you should be your biggest cheerleader. I absolutely believe that. There's no doubt in my mind that you should believe that you are the best thing since the last thing. So Papoose then sent a cease and desist and told Remy Ma that we agreed we weren't going to disparage each other, so you need to take that song down. Now, to be clear, she don't call his name in the song. Now, when she performed it live, she said his name, but she didn't call his name in the song. She didn't call Clarissa's name in the song. I mean, we all knew who the hell she was talking about. Hold on, y'all. But she didn't call his name. So literally the day after, he sent her that cease and desist. She dropped another diss record. The day after, she dropped another diss record using the beat from the Crime Mob, Nuck If You Buck. And the significance of that is the lady from Nuck If You Buck, I forget her name now, I'm sure y'all will put it in the chat. She said that Clarissa blocked her because she wanted to do her verse, Nuck If You Buck. She wanted to come out to it, you know, at Clarissa's fight. You know, she wanted to do her verse and walk her to the ring. She said Clarissa ended up blocking her. So the new diss record has the beat from Nuck If You Buck. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. So yeah. But to make matters worse and to add insult to injury, Remy Ma had the billboard in front of State Farm Arena, which was the arena where she fought, with Clarissa fought on Saturday night. Was advertising the song on the billboard in front of State Farm Arena, with advertising the song. And y'all know how they have the ads on top of the cabs? She also had cabs driving by with the ad running on the cab in front of State Farm Arena. And she dropped a clip from a video for the song where she had, it was herself and two of Clarissa Shields' biggest ops, Alicia Baumgartner and another woman that I don't know who she is. Let me explain something to y'all. Remy wasn't bothering them people. And again, there's a picture right there. See, that's the billboard. That's Remy Ma. That's the clip from the video. See, that's right there in front of State Farm Arena. Right there on the billboard, right there in front of State Farm Arena. Remy really wasn't bothering them people. Honestly, Remy ain't said nothing about them people since she dropped them videos a year ago. She really ain't been bothering them people. But Clarissa cannot keep that woman name out her mouth. Listen, if y'all are as happy as you claim y'all are, you really wouldn't need to keep telling us about it. Like, you just don't have to keep reminding me how happy you are if you really as happy as you say you are. But I'm going to have to give all the kudos in the world to Remy Ma on that one, because that is a troll on top of a troll on top of a troll move. First, you dropped the song the week before her fight. And you're right. The date on the cease and desist was from April. The internet got it. But you dropped but I'm sure dropping the song was strategic to the fight. Then you get her ops in the video. Then you advertise the song with said video the day of her fight. Listen. Clarissa, go be happy and leave that woman alone. I love Remy more for this kind of petty. She needs to teach a class. I'll pay the tuition. Listen, it's a master class in trolling. It really is. Somebody in the chat, Kenneth said, do we think Remy can fight? You think she can? I mean, I wouldn't want to meet her on the dark street. I'm just gonna be real about it. And like Abby said, we don't know if she can fight, but we do know she can. Anyway, moving right along. Moving right along, honey. Moving right along. I'm just saying. All right. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into this. So, All right. Thank you at the Laughing Disco. Thank you. Remy look like she keep a razor on. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I think she might. I'm just saying, I think she might. I don't know. All right. What about okay, let's get into, let me see. Love and Marriage Huntsville drama. So somebody sent me some information, and if this is old information for those of you that do the Love and Marriage hip hop, I mean, Lord, Love and Marriage hip hop. For those who do the Love and Marriage Huntsville situation, if this is old information, my apologies. Congratulations to Carl Anthony Towns and Lord, I can't get it out. Carl Anthony Towns and Jordan. They were officially married this weekend, and she looked gorgeous. Star-studded event. Congratulations to her. And the trial of Keefe D started today. Pam, I know, was streaming it. So if y'all want to go get some commentary from an attorney, y'all can go over there and catch that with Pam. All right. Let's get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville situation, and then we'll get into the different world, and then we'll get into Hayden Panettiere. I hope I'm saying her name right. So let me say this. Somebody sent me, they were like, Marceau and Letitia have court next month or later on this month. I think it's August. Is it August or September? And I said, court for what? And they sent me this lawsuit. Apparently, and again, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate. Okay, here it is. Dream on, dream away. Now I got Color Me Bad songs in my head. Now I got Color Me Bad songs in my head. Okay. Thank you for the sunshine. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. All right. So I went into my, see, that's what happens. I went into my thing to find the date for this lawsuit, child. I believe it was August though. But either way, I said, well, what's this lawsuit for? They sent me the copy of the lawsuit, baby. So it looks like Marceau and Letitia are being sued by their credit card company. Their credit card company, honey, allegedly they owe over $80,000 to, hold on. As soon as I can find, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I know who sent it to me. I know who sent it to me. As soon as I can find who sent it to me, I can find it. I know who sent it to me. I just gotta scroll down my list and find their name. Here it is right here. So it looks like so they go to court on September the 15th. And it looks like they owe, I'm going to read you guys a little bit of what's here on the lawsuit. Capital One is suing them. Marceau, Scott, and Schultz Industries Incorporated. And what it says here, Lord, y'all know I got to take my glasses off, so give me a minute. It says the plaintiff was issued a credit card to the defendants, thereby making an offer, agreement, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we gave them a credit card and they ain't pay it. It says here, they said that they failed to dispute within a reasonable period of time the charges, fees, and account balance indicated in the monthly statements provided to the plaintiff. And it says the plaintiff claims that $80,397.93 to be specific of the defendant's damages, which is stated the amount less any credits that they may pay. So in other words, unless they make a payment between now and when we go to court, they owe us $80,397.93. That's what they said. Now, this was dated, this was filed May the 7th of 2026 is when it was filed, and they go to court September the 15th unless they come to some sort of settlement. And I also, it included in the lawsuit is the actual bill. You can see right there, past due amount, and that is the amount right there, $80,446.51. So maybe they made some payments. Okay. Y'all know that there was that alleged video. I believe T did a video about it a few weeks ago where Letitia allegedly was down to the Walmart. Her credit card got declined. I'm just saying. And let's be clear. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just bringing y'all the information. Because I don't even have an $80,000 credit limit or nothing. None of my credit cards. So I don't even have that much credit that somebody gonna get. I mean, and that's a business credit card. Let's be clear, but still. And I think when I got off my live last night, I think that's the point that some of y'all were trying to make about Pinky. I was so focused on the bankruptcy part of it because I understand that I feel like there's just a double standard when it comes to how Black people look at business and how white people are taught about business. Notice I said how they look at business versus how they're taught, because white people are in rooms where they're taught the loopholes and they're taught how to play games with the tax laws and business practices, and they're taught those things, okay? But Black people have a perception of what it's supposed to be, and we live by those ethics that we were taught instead of understanding the games that white people are taught, okay? And so that was the only point I was trying to make last night. But after I got off the live and I thought about it and I understood what y'all was saying, that y'all were more so talking about Pinky's attitude, bragging on one hand about how rich she was and how much money she has and kind of throwing it in the ladies' faces. And then on the other hand, woe is me, bankruptcy. I get it. I do. I got it when I got off the live, but I got it. I understood what y'all was saying. And I think that was, so I say all that to say, I feel like that's the same thing with the Scotts, right? The Scotts act like they are so head and shoulders above everybody else and above reproach. And listen, y'all shit fucked up just like everybody else's. And I'm not saying that as a brag. I don't want it to be messed up, right? I don't want it to be messed up. Let's be clear. I don't want it to be. But it is what it is. Exactly. She was playing both sides of it. Yeah. And I get it. I do get it. I get it. I get it. China by fooling with TT is a mess. Yeah. So I get it, y'all. I get it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be a little slow on the uptake. Y'all know sometimes I'll be a little slow on the uptake. All right. So with that being said, let's get into this different world. Y'all have been asking me. Let's look at this different world trailer, and then we're gonna talk about Hayden Panettiere. And I really hope I'm saying that young lady's name right. I always feel like I fucked up her last name, but all right, let's see here. Now y'all know I'm getting ready to show this trailer. Y'all already know that I have to pause it so I don't get flagged. So if you want to see the trailer all the way through, what you gonna have to do is what, y'all? Go look it up on YouTube yourself. I might not even be able to play it because I think it got music playing. I said it right the second time. Thank you. All right. Now I may have to I may have to play it without the volume on. Ooh, that ain't what I wanted to do. But the Different World trailer dropped today. The reboot. It's not a reboot. It's a continuation. We have to stop using the word reboot because we don't want people to think that it's a reboot because it's not a reboot. It's a continuation of the story. It is not a reboot. And thank you to somebody put in my comments the other day that the timeline does match up because this was not meant to be. It's Dwayne Wade and Whitley's youngest child, not the child that she was pregnant with when the show ended. So I may have to listen, y'all. I may not be able to play it because of the music. Listen, if this live disappear, y'all will know why. All right, but I'm still gonna pause it. So this is the trailer for A Different World, the continuation, which drops on Netflix next month. Okay, let me see here.
Welcome to Hillman, the preeminent HBCU in the country.
So first of all, I like the fact that my girl Jennifer Lewis, who was a dean, looks like she is reprising her role, and I think she may even be the president. But I definitely know that she's very much a part. Yeah, it does have music. I'm gonna keep pausing it. We also see that we still are showing Greek life. Y'all know Kappa Alpha Nu, which is the fraternity that Ron and Dwayne pledged. Dwayne dropped line, but Ron became a member of Kappa Alpha Nu. We also know that Whitley's sorority Alpha Lambda, I think, or something like that. We see that they are also on campus. So I love seeing that. Okay, that's number one. All right. I might have to turn this volume off, y'all.
The blackness.
Baby, why are you here?
And if you are a Different World fan, you absolutely know that Debbie Allen coming back as the therapist is absolutely hilarious. It looks like she's a counselor though on campus. Looks like she's a counselor.
My parents have been pushing Hillman's.
The royalty. There's the royalty. We got Dwayne Wade, Whitley Gilbert, royalty.
Since before they knew my name.
Ever since you left me.
I just want to prove to them I can crush it.
I ain't come this far just to come this far.
We see that Dwayne Wade has gotten his PhD. That is what a real PhD robe looks like. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I got to stop saying Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but Cheyenne Bryant. That's what a real PhD robe looks like. Okay, moving right along.
You didn't get in anywhere else, did you?
Can we say, all right, let's start there, y'all. I find that to be hilarious, right? She's at Hillman because she didn't get into anywhere else, not because Hillman was her first choice. So we already know that we're coming at it from a different angle than what we always knew Hillman was. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean Hillman was a bad school. That just means that she didn't really want to go to Hillman. At least that's what I'm picking up from the trailer. That's what I'm picking up from the trailer, y'all.
Mom, this is my roommate, Rashida.
Recognize game girls do too.
And where are you from? Compton. Watch her.
Y'all, we know that by the end of A Different World, Whitley Gilbert had come a long way. But she's still Whitley Gilbert. She told her, you better watch her. She says she's from Compton. You better watch her. Better watch her.
Nah.
Hillman!
Y'all saw the flip up glasses? Old to the throwback.
More money, more cars.
Your star has arrived.
I love this. I love this. I didn't listen. I have purposely not really done a lot of research on this because I really wanted it to be fresh for me. But I love I knew Ron Johnson. I knew his character was on the show. But I love the fact that Ron is back, and I love that his son is basically, it looks like Ron is doing with his son exactly what his father did to him. You know, remember Ron was the hot shot. His father bought him the brand new car and, you know, all of that. And Ron bucked it. But it looks like Ron is doing the exact same thing to his son that he didn't like that his father did to him. But it looks like his son is the star of the football team.
Yes, my yes, I'm fiesta.
Where's the red carpet? Pops, just give him a chance to see the ladies.
Now it looks like Ron's son and Dwayne's daughter got some instant attraction going on here.
These American girls are wild.
This is gonna be my first secular concert.
Come on, Mary Magdalene.
All I need is
Her first secular concert. Now, I don't know if she's connected to Freddie's character, but very reminiscent of Freddie. Remember how green Freddie was when she first came to Hillman, you know.
one night.
I'm gonna go repent. Hard.
Man, D, she's beautiful. Talking smart, talented.
I am handling my problems like a bad bitch.
She could be a little extra though, but you know.
Right now is the moment to make a statement.
You are forging your own legacy at Hillman.
Hillman, are y'all listening? We are not going anywhere. We are studying. We are partying. We are living our best, young, gifted, black, talented lives.
I miss this.
I think that was, hold on. I think that was Freddie. I mean, that was Jada. Hold on, y'all. So there's Freddie and Whitley, and I think Dwayne, I think that's Jada that he's walking with. So I think that's Jada, which would be Lena's character. I mean, Jada's character was Lena. I think that's Jada Pinkett right there.
I miss this.
Baby, let me tell you like I told your mama. You gotta learn how to relax, relate, and release.
Oof, girl, I'm releasing.
Okay.
Who's next?
Oh.
So let me say this to y'all. I saw Method Man too. So let me say this. From what I remember, all of them, well, let me not say all. All is a strong word. Hold on. From what I remember, when they were filming, Kim's character films, Jaleesa's character films, Glenn Thurman, which is Colonel Taylor, he films. Now, these may just be cameos. I'm not saying that they're actually on the show, but we know that they filmed. All of them came back and filmed. They had some sort of cameo on the show. Yes, it's going to be on Netflix. We saw Jada Pinkett filmed. Oh shoot, it was somebody else that's escaping me. Freddie. Well, you saw Freddie. I think all of the main characters from the original Different World came back and filmed in some capacity. That I'm not saying they're regularly on the show. I'm sure that we're gonna get some reference to Mr. Gaines with the pit. I'm hoping, but I'm sure we are. Rest in peace to him. I would love to see Sinbad in some capacity on the show, even if it's just like a cameo drop in. We know, for those of you who do not know, Sinbad had a stroke a few years ago, and he's making a comeback now. He's actually going on doing some stand-up comedies. some stand-up comedy shows. So I would love to see him film a cameo, you know, even if, again, life happens. Like it's 20, 30 years later, life happens. Even if he comes back and, you know, he is in the wheelchair and he, you know, because he can talk. I mean, we've seen him talk. Like, is his speech a little slurred? Yes, but he definitely can talk. So yeah, Don Lewis filmed. Yeah, Jaleesa filmed again. Cameos, I think, and what I think is, I feel like what they probably did is maybe did a homecoming episode, and maybe they had a lot of those people come in and just film for the homecoming, because everybody, if you don't know, most people know, homecoming at the HBCU is a different level. It's a different level. So I feel like maybe they did a homecoming episode, and maybe that's where they brought a lot of those people in. Mr. Gaines' picture was on stage when Jennifer Lewis was on stage. I think they paid tribute. Okay, good. Let me see here. What did you say, Rochelle? Hold on. Badass. Hold on. Badass, I don't want to pay for Netflix. I may have to make it happen just to see the show, getting all the feels. I definitely can't wait for it to come on, and I will be reviewing it. I'm just letting, I think a couple of y'all asked me. Yes, we will be reviewing and discussing A Different World. Absolutely, we will be. Looks interesting, but the original cast look like grandparents, not parents of the incoming class of 2026. I disagree, but you know, I think they look their age. I think most of them have aged really well. I mean, hell, Freddie still look like she's in her 30s to me. I mean, Dwayne Wade done picked up weight, but I think he looks good. Ron looks good. He just bald. You know, I mean, I think because the reality of the situation is they would be around my age, because I remember watching the wedding episode in college. I remember us watching Dwayne Wade break up that wedding in college, so that we would all be the same age. So I don't think they look bad. Freddie looks good to me. That's what it is. It's their baby daughter. It's their youngest child. Yeah, they would be in their early 50s. Yeah, they would be in their early 50s. So, because again, they would be my age. Not necessarily grandparents, y'all. Not necessarily grandparents. They would be in their early. Now I know you can be 50 and be a grandparent, but not necessarily in there. Not necessarily. Freddie looks good. I'm sorry, y'all. I think Freddie looks good. My dad was 50 when I was 18. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can be 50 and have kids going to college, and they would be in their early 50s, because again, they had just graduated from college when I was in college, and I'm 52. When Whitley and Dwayne got married, they were 1 year, maybe 1 year out of graduation. Dwayne was still in grad school. Whitley was still looking for a job, working at the school as a dorm mother. Like, y'all really be trying to make people old as hell. I will definitely be present for the reviews. I cannot wait. And yes, they could be in their early 50s, which tracks with one that's moving my youngest into Bowie State. Right. And shout out to your child, your youngest going into Bowie State. You said I'm 52. Right. That's what I'm saying. You can be in your 50s with Ebby's got grandkids. So I'm saying you can be, but I don't know. I just feel like people are making it seem like that they're too old to be doing this. And I'm like, they're not. Cheryl said, I have a child in his second year and I'm 54. Yeah. Thank you, Lifu. Thank you. Yeah. But anyway, I'm excited for it. I saw French kids talking about the uptake in HBCUs. It definitely was. When A Different World came out, there was definitely a direct correlation between the increase of HBCU attendance and A Different World. And I'm hoping it does the same thing. I'm hoping it does the same thing this time. I hope this makes people want to go to a HBCU. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Wade, Kadeem Hardison is 60. Yeah, in real life, he's 60. I'm talking about their characters on the show. Yeah, in real life, all of them are older because they were older when they were playing college students. I'm not saying in real life. I'm talking about like on the show, like their characters on the show. Yeah, in real life, all of them are older. I think in real life, Freddie is the youngest in real life because she was the youngest. I think she was like 19 when she started on the show. She was the youngest in real life on the show. Right. But anyway. Yeah, that's what I was talking about on the show. Yeah, I ain't talking about in real life. Child, in real life, they all older. Hell, remember the 90210? What's the face on 90210 was like in her damn 30s. Yeah. So anyway, the answer is yes. We will definitely be reviewing it, talking about it. I was thinking about even going back and just kind of like going over some. I don't think I'm gonna have time to like go back and start doing my retro reviews again and be able to catch up. Plus, y'all don't really watch those anyway. If we're gonna call a thing. But what I may do, like right before the premiere, I may do just like a wrap up, like of a different world. It's MIO, and this is sweet tea mix. But it's just like a flavor. It's just the flavor of the water. Because y'all know I don't like regular water. I'm watching the last 3 seasons before this airs. When do I need to take my meds? What you mean, when do I need to take my meds? What up, Tracy? Hey, boo. I don't know. Maybe I will go back and do like maybe the last, because in my retro reviews, I left off with Whitley, the season that Whitley and Dwayne finally hooked up. The last episode I reviewed, I think, was the Christmas episode where Dwayne took Whitley home, and Whitley, I can't remember, the gift she bought Dwayne's mother, she didn't like it, or she didn't think it was good enough, and so she went down. Like she snuck out the house to go downtown to buy Dwayne's mom a gift. And then she got like mugged and she was on the subway. It was like a whole comedy of errors. And then when she finally got back, she was upset because the gift had gotten, broken up, and Patti LaBelle had to let her know, because, she was like, your mother hates me. And so she was trying to impress her. So that was the last episode I remember reviewing. And that was, shoot, we probably still had a good 4 more seasons to go. Not Byron coming back saying he worked for B613. I'm not doing this with y'all. No, no, I haven't even started them, Chuck. I took them out the box. I literally just took them out the box at the beginning of the live. I meant to take one before I went live, but I didn't. So I'll take one before I go live. Yeah, Santa. So yeah, thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, nephew. I'll call you no Dee Dee. But maybe I'll go back in and start at I don't know. Maybe I'll go back in and do it. But what I may do, like I said, I may just do one big wrap up. But I would have to go back and rewatch some of those episodes, because I remember the big stuff that happened. I don't remember all the different little things that happened. But maybe I'll go. I don't know. Maybe I will. Like I said, I have to look and see what my timeline looking like. Okay. So that is a different world. We will absolutely. I hope they don't flag this video. If y'all see the video come down, y'all know why. But hopefully they don't flag this video. I tried to stop it and start it and stop it and start it and stop it and start it. Byron could definitely do a cameo. He could come back as a whole senator, But remember, y'all, this isn't going to be about the adults. It's going to be about the kids. So I don't mind people doing cameos, but I don't need it to be like full. We don't need to read We don't need to rehash storylines. It looks like, and I don't know this to be a fact, I wonder if Ron and Dwayne are not cool anymore. Because that may add another element to their kids liking each other if their friendship didn't make it. I saw somebody say that him and Freddie, that'll be interesting to find out what happened with him and Freddie. Yeah. I wonder if Cos gets a percentage. That'll be interesting to see, depending on if he owns it anymore. Because I know he sold the Cosby Show, I think. It'll be interesting. I don't know if he owns it. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh, now that would be cute, Abby, if Kerry Washington did a cameo as Barbara's daughter. That would be cute. That would be cute. Dwayne and Ron did fall out at the end of the final season, but they sort of made up at the end. But yeah, it would be interesting to see. Hi, Boo. Hey, Boo. How you doing? Kim Wasabi is in Japan, y'all. Let's leave her there. Let's leave her in Japan. Now, let's talk about real quick. Y'all know I don't have about 15, 20 minutes. Let's get into this Hayden Panettiere. Did I say her name right? So I found out late, like literally right before I was going to go to bed last night, I found out that she had passed away, and it shocked me. I was like, oh my gosh, no. I have always loved Hayden Panettiere. I remember her as a child star in Remember the Titans. If you guys ever saw the movie Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington, she is the little girl. She's the little white girl on the show. In the movie. And then I remember Heroes. Heroes was a great show until the writer's strike. There was a writer's strike. It's Panettiere. Okay, Panettiere. There was a writer's strike at the height of Heroes. And then when they came back from the writer's strike, the writing was horrible and they never got back on track. And it really sort of ruined Heroes as far as I'm concerned. But the first 2 seasons of Heroes is great. After that, it's sort of downhill. But she was really good on Heroes. And then I loved Nashville. Nashville was actually my show for a minute. And she was really good on Nashville. Oh, you remember her? I never did watch The Guiding Light, but she was on Guiding Light. Okay. But let me say this. The 2007 writer's strike. Yup, Candace, you know what I'm talking about. There you go. But let me say this. And when I saw that she had passed away, her brother died like a year or two ago. Oh, right. Her brother did die. I loved me some Nashville. I hate why did Connie Britton keep leaving all the shows? First, she was on Friday Night Lights, and then she left Friday Night Lights. Then she was on Nashville, and she left Nashville. Then she was on 911, and she left 911. Why does she keep... Xavier, do you know why she keeps leaving all these shows? Is it something? Does she deal with some sort of medical issue? And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I love her, and she gets on these shows, and then she leaves. And I'll be like, what? Why is she leaving the show? Because she left Nashville, and then a year later, she was on 911, and then she was only on that for 1 season. She deals with addiction too? Oh, man. I didn't realize she had that. Connie Britton, I never knew that. But anyway, after she left the show, it did sort of take a left turn because there were some storylines that I think kind of got wonky after she left that kind of went off the rails. But let me say this. I don't know if she had substance abuse. Okay, she did. Okay, y'all, some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Hold on, let me ask the people. Let's ask the people. Come on, let me ask the Google people. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see what these people's telling me. It says, I could not find any credible reporting or public statements indicating that Connie Britton herself has had a drug addiction or substance abuse problem. Her public interviews and biographies don't document rehab, addiction treatment, or a history of drug dependency. So no. Connie Britton left Nashville because she felt ready to move on creatively, not because she was fired or because of a drug issue. When Nashville moved from ABC to CMT, Britton told the new showrunners that she loved the series and the people involved, but felt she needed to pursue new acting challenges. Yeah, because remember, oh, y'all thought I was talking about Hayden. Oh, I knew Hayden had, yeah, no. I asked about Connie. Yeah, I was asking about, I know about Hayden. We're going to get to Hayden. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I do remember Nashville was canceled by ABC, and then the Country Music Network picked it up, and that's when Connie left the show. Okay. So why did she leave Friday Night Lights? It says she didn't leave Friday Night Lights. She did leave Friday Night Lights. Yeah, I could have sworn she left Friday Night Lights. I don't think she left 100%, but her character was greatly reduced. Like, she went from being like a main character to like, I'm almost certain she left Friday Night Lights before. But anyway, this ain't what this about, and I don't have that much time. Oh, child, we know AI be wrong. Child, we know AI be wrong. All AI, anyway, I'm not doing that. So let me say this. Hayden Panettiere, Hayden, child. Y'all know what I'm talking about. HT. This is an example. Thank you for the jewels, Mom, Janae. Thank you, boo. For me, this is an example of child stars who were failed by the system. Okay. This young lady, I saw her. I really enjoyed her and I followed her. But I remember when she was on Heroes. And I remember when she started dating her co-star. And I remember it being a blip on the screen that this 18-year-old was dating her co-star who was 30. And let's be clear, they were dating before she turned 18. They went public when she turned 18 because she was now legal. But the fact that this 17-year-old, maybe even 16-year-old, was dating a 30-year-old man, it was a blip. It was a blog. I mean, it was a paragraph in a blog. And I remember when it happened. I remember thinking, this is a problem. And why aren't they acting like this is a bigger problem? Because why are we acting like this is no big deal that this 18-year-old is dating this 30-year-old man? Who was she dating? She was dating, hold on. Oh, wait a minute, right here. Hold on, let me read y'all because I pulled up something. Hold on. I forgot I had pulled it up. Hayden P. We're just gonna call her Hayden P. I don't want to keep messing up her name. And for those who don't know, she was found unalive last night. Looks like it was an apparent drug overdose. But this young lady has had a rough life, and yes, she has battled addiction. And she wrote a memoir earlier this year. She did a press run for her memoir earlier this year. But she dealt with public domestic issues. We're going to get to the postpartum in a minute. But this right here, Hayden P. famously dated her Heroes co-star Milo. I'm not going to mess with that man's name. From 2007 to 2009. The relationship drew considerable media attention due to their 12-year age gap. She had just turned 18 and he was 30 when they became involved. No, when they went public. They met on the set of Heroes, where their friendship blossomed into a romance. Okay. Then Hayden, we know she dealt with depression. We know she dealt with depression affected her run on the show Nashville, as well as her addiction issues. Then when she had her, I believe her daughter, she dealt with postpartum. So Hayden opened up about her severe postpartum depression following the birth of her daughter in 2014. She said that this condition led to a total void of emotion, heavy alcohol use, and professional and personal fallout. She further, and then all of this is in her in her memoir that she put out earlier this year called "This Is Me: A Reckoning." She described her initial reaction after a traumatic birth with complications as a complete blackout of emotion, stating it felt like her soul was dead rather than standard-handed. She said she did not feel immediate maternal bonding or hostility toward her baby, but rather a painful numbness and disconnect. Her character on the show Nashville also dealt with PTSD. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I gotta get my life together. So what I do remember is when she spoke publicly about her PTSD, her postpartum depression, she was fired from her job at Neutrogena. I know that the father of her child took her to court, got custody, and she accused him of basically kidnapping their child and not allowing her to see her child. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Ataya. Let me say this. I respect a father stepping in and saying, I don't think this is the best place for my child. But she was very public and candid about her struggles to even see her child. I do not think it's fair. And I would say it if it was a woman with a man. I just have a problem with this whole I'm not going to let you see your child thing. She didn't have a great relationship with her parents. I think a lot of it probably goes back to her being a child star and maybe certain things that she feels like her parents allowed to happen. I think I'm going to go and read her memoir. I remember her interview on The View, but I think I'm going to go back and read her memoir now. It'll be very interesting. Yeah, he was a hockey player. Yeah. And I believe he was from Russia, I think. But I want to go back because I don't remember all of the details, but I do want to go back and read. I think I'm going to go back and read her memoir now. But I just want to say rest in paradise to this young lady. She was 36 years old. I mean, and she lived a hell of a life. I mean, she lived a hell of a life. Again, drug addiction, alcohol, depression, in my opinion, sexual assault. Because again, if she was 17 and he was 29, and the reason why I'm saying that with such confidence is because I remember when it was happening, and I remember that the rumors were that they were dating. And then they finally went public when she turned 18. But the rumors were that they were dating already, that people were already whispering about them on set, and they were already spending time together, and they were like, oh, we're just friends. But you see what I'm saying? So I feel like, thank you for the gold coins. Thank you, boo. So I feel like that's why I keep saying it like that, because they were already hanging out even before she turned 18. And I remember that vividly, because I remember, back then, like I said, those were the Perez Hilton days, right? Those were the Perez Hilton days. Those were the maybe I used to read Us Weekly. I've always loved pop culture and gossip and celebrity news. Always. That's why me talking about it now is not a big deal, because I've always been into it. So I used to read Us Weekly. I used to read People Magazine. I used to read with something else, Us Weekly, and it was another one that was a little. People Magazine was real cookie cutter, but Us Weekly was a little more like borderline. Perez Hilton, we know, was all the way on the other side. So this was those Perez Hilton days. So I remember pictures of them out together, and people were like, what's going on with them? What's going on with them? And then she gets 18 and all of a sudden, oh, we were friends and we just realized we fell in love. No, y'all wasn't. And y'all was already, and your parents were probably down for it. Not quite the Inquirer, but I never really read the Inquirer. It was Us Weekly, and it was another one that I used to read. I never really read the Inquirer though. It was Us Weekly, and it was another one. So anyway, and I just feel like this young lady, she had gone through so much in 30. Like when they said 36, I was like, that's it. So I really enjoyed her. I'm really sorry to see it in this way. I'm really sad for her. But yeah, with that being said, let's get out of here. Meet me over at the Whether You Like It or Not panel. You guys, y'all know we're going to be starting. It wasn't People Magazine. It was Us Weekly, and it was something else. Because People Magazine was all the way on the left. The Inquirer was all the way on the right. Us Weekly was somewhere in the middle. Perez Hilton Perez Hilton wasn't quite as extreme as the Inquirer, but he was somewhere in the middle between Us Weekly and the Inquirer. But it was another magazine. I'm going to think about it. It was Us Weekly, and it was something else. Because I used to go back and forth between those two magazines, because sometimes I would just read them. I wouldn't buy them. I would like read it. I would pick it up and like read it as I was walking through the grocery store. It's on Y'all Rails channel. In Touch. That's it. Thank you, Chuck. It was In Touch, Us Weekly. Those were the two I used to read. See, I knew something. Yep, it was In Touch and Us Weekly. Those were the two I used to read. And sometimes I would buy them. Sometimes I would just read them while I was walking through the grocery store or in line at the grocery store. Because, I ain't had no whole lot of money to be buying the magazines, chat. But I would read that and Soap Opera Digest, baby. I would read me a Soap Opera Digest through the grocery store in a minute, honey. Or while I was standing in line at the grocery, I would purposely get in the longest line so I could just read them. And when I got up to the register, I put them back. All right, y'all, let me get out of here so I can head on over here because y'all know y'all don't play. 8:30 on the dot. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.